Stop buying amplifiers that sound big on paper, but fall flat the moment you actually play music through real speakers. Most budget amplifiers promise watts, features, and specs, but fail at the basics: clarity, control, and musical coherence. In this video, I break down the top 5 budget stereo amplifiers of 2026 that deliver real sound, real performance, and real long-term listening satisfaction. Hit subscribe, like, and drop a comment for what you want to see next on Interface Craft. Number 5. Yamaha AS301 Integrated Stereo Amplifier. The Yamaha AS301 earns the number 5 spot because it delivers one of the most honest and musically balanced performances you can expect from a budget stereo amplifier in 2026. Yamaha's design philosophy with the AS series has never been about hype measurements or flashy specs. It's about stability, neutrality, and consistency. From the first track, the AS301 conveys music with a sense of composure that makes it much easier to listen to for hours without fatigue. Vocals feel natural and well-defined. Guitars carry texture instead of blur, and complex mixes remain comprehensible rather than collapsing into mush. The low-frequency response is reasonable for its class. Not earth-shaking, but controlled and grounded enough to satisfy listeners who want rhythmic integrity rather than artificial boom. In real living room setups, the AS301 shines when paired with efficient bookshelf speakers or smaller floor standers. It doesn't demand a highly tuned room or critical placement to perform well, which is ideal for budget buyers who aren't ready to optimize acoustic treatment or upgrades just yet. The amplifier's power delivery is steady, and it rarely feels gas for breath even when musical dynamics increase. Digital sources sound clear and clean through its optical and coaxial inputs, which means modern streaming devices and TV audio can benefit without added distortion or harshness. While it doesn't deliver the ultimate in detail retrieval or high-end resolution, the Yamaha AS301 consistently demonstrates what a budget amplifier should do: provide a stable, musical foundation that faithfully represents your recordings without artificial coloration. For listeners who want a reliable, balanced sound that works across genres, this amplifier is a dependable start to your stereo journey in 2026. This is where many people stop and pick the first decent amp they see. But understanding what it actually sounds like matters far more than specs. If this comparison is helping you think more clearly about real performance, like this video, subscribe for honest audio guidance, and comment what genre you listen to most. I'll tailor future recommendations to you. Number 4. Denon PMA 600NE Integrated Stereo Amplifier. The Denon PMA 600NE earns the number 4 position because it delivers a noticeably more controlled and confident sound than most entry-level amplifiers while staying firmly within budget territory. Denon's approach here is about balance and stability rather than chasing exaggerated warmth or analytical sharpness. From the first listening session, the PMA 600NE presents music with a grounded, authoritative character that immediately feels more grown-up than cheaper alternatives. Bass has real weight and definition, giving drums and bass lines a sense of foundation without spilling into the mid-range. Vocals sit naturally in the mix, neither recessed nor artificially pushed forward, which makes dialogue, acoustic tracks, and vocal-centric music consistently easy to follow. In real living rooms, the PMA 600NE shows one of its strongest advantages: composure at different volume levels. Many budget amplifiers sound acceptable at low volume, but lose control as you turn them up, becoming harsh or congested. Denon avoids that trap. As volume increases, the soundstage expands without collapsing, and instruments retain separation instead of blending together. This makes the PMA 600NE especially suitable for users who listen casually during the day and more seriously in the evening without wanting to adjust settings or worry about distortion. The built-in phono stage performs cleanly and quietly, which is a major benefit for vinyl listeners on a budget who want to avoid buying external gear just to get started. Another reason this amplifier ranks higher than the Yamaha above, it is overall control with modern speakers. The PMA 600 NE handles impedance swings confidently, giving it an easier time driving compact four-standers and more demanding bookshelf speakers. Digital playback is smooth and non-fatiguing, making it a solid choice for streaming setups and TV-connected systems. While it does not deliver the emotional richness or refinement of higher-priced amplifiers, it avoids the most common budget mistakes: thin sound, unstable bass, and listening fatigue. For buyers who want a dependable, well-balanced amplifier that feels solid in daily use, the Denon PMA 600NE represents a smart and safe upgrade path in 2026. This is where budget amplifiers start behaving like real hi-fi gear. If this comparison is already saving you from a bad purchase, like the video, subscribe for honest budget audio advice, and comment what speakers you're planning to use so I can guide you better. Number 3. Marantz PM6007 Integrated Stereo Amplifier. The Marantz PM6007 earns the number 3 position because it delivers a level of musical warmth, tonal richness, and emotional engagement that is rare in the budget amplifier category. Marantz has always prioritized how music feels rather than how it measures, and the PM6007 reflects that philosophy clearly. From the first listening session, the amplifier presents sound with a natural flow that makes instruments feel connected rather than isolated. Vocals have body and texture. Acoustic instruments sound organic, and music carries a sense of presence that draws you into longer listening sessions. This amplifier does not try to impress with exaggerated detail or aggressive brightness. Instead, it focuses on creating a sound that feels human, relaxed, and emotionally convincing, which is exactly what many budget buyers are missing when they upgrade from basic receivers or entry-level amplifiers. In real-world setups, the PM6007 performs especially well in small to medium-sized rooms, where balance and tonal accuracy matter more than sheer output. Bass response is controlled and musical rather than overpowering, providing enough depth to anchor rhythm without overshadowing the mid-range. The mid-band is where this amplifier truly shines. Vocals sit comfortably in the mix, never sounding thin or distant, which makes the PM6007 an excellent choice for listeners who prioritize music, dialogue clarity, and long-form listening comfort. High frequencies are smooth and refined, avoiding the harshness that can quickly cause fatigue with budget amplifiers. This makes it particularly enjoyable for vinyl playback, where subtle tonal nuances play a major role in listener satisfaction. Another key strength of the PM6007 is its overall refinement and consistency. Whether listening at low volume late at night or pushing the system a bit harder during dynamic tracks, the amplifier maintains its composure. It does not collapse into congestion or lose clarity as complexity increases. The built-in phono stage is clean and quiet, making it a strong option for vinyl listeners who want quality without additional expense. Digital inputs are handled smoothly, providing a balanced presentation that integrates well with modern streaming sources. While it may not offer the brute power or clinical precision of more expensive amplifiers, the Marantz PM6007 excels at what matters most in this category, making music enjoyable over the long term. For budget-conscious listeners who value musicality, warmth, and emotional connection, this amplifier stands out as one of the most satisfying choices in 2026. This is where budget sound stops feeling cheap. If musical enjoyment matters more to you than raw specs, like the video, subscribe for honest hi-fi guidance and comment whether you listen more to vinyl or streaming. Number 2. NAD C316BEE V2 Integrated Stereo Amplifier. The NAD C316BEE V2 earns the number 2 position because it delivers a level of control, timing, and speaker authority that pushes the absolute ceiling of what a true budget stereo amplifier can realistically achieve. NAD has never chased flashy features or exaggerated tuning, and the C316BEE V2 is a perfect example of that philosophy. From the first listening session, the amplifier sounds confident and grounded. Bass notes start and stop with precision, giving rhythm sections a sense of grip that many budget amplifiers simply cannot match. This control translates directly into musical timing. Drums feel punchy without being bloated, bass lines feel tight and purposeful, and complex arrangements remain organized instead of blurring together. In real-world listening environments, the C316BEE V2 immediately distinguishes itself by how effortless it feels with real speakers. Many budget amplifiers can sound pleasant at low volumes, but struggle as soon as speakers demand current. NAD's power delivery, although modest on paper, is exceptionally well managed. It handles impedance dips with confidence, allowing it to drive a wide range of bookshelf speakers and even some compact floor standers without sounding strained. This is where specs stop telling the story and engineering takes over. Music retains body and energy even when volume increases, and a soundstage remains stable instead of collapsing inward. Vocals stay centered and intelligible, while instruments maintain separation and spatial definition. Tonal balance on the C316BEE V2 leans toward neutrality with a subtle sense of warmth that keeps long listening sessions comfortable. The mid-range is clear and honest, allowing vocals, guitars, and pianos to sound natural rather than processed. High frequencies are smooth and controlled, avoiding the sharp edges that often plague budget designs. This makes the amplifier especially forgiving with less-than-perfect recordings, which is important for real-world music libraries that include older or aggressively mastered tracks. While it does not include a built-in DAC or extensive digital features, this simplicity works in its favor. By focusing entirely on clean amplification, the C316BEE V2 avoids unnecessary noise and complexity, delivering a pure signal path that benefits sound quality. What ultimately places the NAD C316BEE V2 at number 2 is long-term satisfaction. This is an amplifier that continues to impress, not because it sounds exciting on day one, but because it remains musically convincing after months and years of use. It encourages you to explore more music, not more equipment. For budget-conscious listeners who want maximum sound quality per dollar, strong speaker control, and a presentation that respects the music rather than reshaping it, the NAD C316BEE V2 stands as one of the most trustworthy and capable budget stereo amplifiers available in 2026. This is where budget amplifiers stop feeling limited. If control and real speaker performance matter to you, like the video, subscribe for honest hi-fi advice, and comment what speakers you're planning to pair with your amp. Number 1. Cambridge Audio AXA35 Integrated Stereo Amplifier. The Cambridge Audio AXA35 earns the number 1 position because it delivers the most complete, musically satisfying, and regret-free experience you can realistically expect from a true budget stereo amplifier in 2026. This amplifier does not try to win with specs, features, or inflated power claims. Instead, it focuses on the fundamentals that actually determine whether an amplifier sounds good day after day. Clean signal paths, stable power delivery, and tonal balance that makes music feel alive rather than processed. From the first listening session, the AXA35 presents music with clarity and openness that immediately separates it from many budget competitors. Vocals sound present and dimensional, instruments carry texture and space, and the soundstage feels wider and more natural than you would expect at this price point. In real-world listening, the AXA35 excels at musical coherence. Bass is controlled and rhythmic, giving music drive without artificial weight. The mid-range is the star of the show, offering a natural and expressive presentation that makes voices and acoustic instruments feel authentic. High frequencies are smooth and extended, avoiding the brittle edge that often causes fatigue in budget amplifiers. This balance allows the AXA35 to perform well across a wide range of genres, from acoustic and jazz to rock and electronic music. Importantly, the amplifier maintains its character at different volume levels. At low volumes, detail and presence remain intact. At higher volumes, the soundstage expands without losing control or becoming harsh. This consistency is rare in the budget category and plays a major role in long-term satisfaction. Another reason the AX-A35 ranks at number 1 is how forgiving and adaptable it is with speakers. It pairs comfortably with most bookshelf speakers and many compact floor standers. Handling impedance changes with confidence. It does not demand expensive cables, perfect placement, or ideal rooms to sound good. This makes it especially appealing for first-time hi-fi buyers or listeners upgrading from basic receivers who want immediate improvement without complexity. The built-in phono stage is clean and quiet, giving vinyl listeners an easy and enjoyable entry point without extra expense. While the AX-A35 does not offer digital inputs or modern streaming features, that simplicity works in its favor. By avoiding unnecessary circuitry, Cambridge Audio keeps noise low and signal purity high, which translates directly into better sound. What ultimately makes the AX-A35 the best budget stereo amplifier is trust. It does not impress for a few minutes and then fade. It continues to sound right over time, encouraging longer listening sessions and deeper engagement with music. It is the kind of amplifier that disappears from your thoughts, leaving only the performance in front of you. For budget-conscious listeners who want the most honest, musical, and future-proof foundation for a stereo system, the Cambridge Audio AX-A35 stands as the strongest overall choice in this category. Final mega conclusion. Budget stereo amplifiers in 2026 prove that great sound does not require extreme spending, but it does require smart design and honest engineering. The amplifiers in this list show that when manufacturers focus on clean amplification, stable power delivery, and tonal balance, even affordable systems can deliver music with clarity, emotion, and realism. The biggest mistake budget buyers make is chasing features or what ratings instead of listening quality. Real musical satisfaction comes from control, coherence, and consistency, not from marketing numbers. The best budget amplifiers succeed because they respect the music rather than reshaping it. As you move through this list from number 5 to number 1, the improvements are not about being louder or flashier. They are about better grip on speakers, smoother tonal transitions, and greater long-term comfort. Entry-level amplifiers introduce balance and reliability. Mid-tier budget models add authority and refinement. At the top of the category, the best designs remove obvious weaknesses entirely, allowing music to flow naturally without calling attention to the equipment. These are the amplifiers that remain enjoyable after months of listening, not just during the excitement of a new purchase. Another important takeaway is that the best budget amplifier depends on how you listen. Smaller rooms benefit from balance and clarity. Larger rooms demand better control and power stability. Vinyl listeners should prioritize clean phono stages, while streaming-focused users should consider external DAC options. The strongest amplifiers on this list adapt well to different use cases because they focus on fundamentals rather than specialization. This adaptability is what protects buyers from regret as systems evolve over time. If this breakdown helped you make a smarter decision, like the video, subscribe for honest budget hi-fi content, and comment what speakers and room size you're working with. Your input helps shape future videos and keeps this channel focused on real performance, real value, and long-term listening satisfaction, not hype.